Welcome. If you are watching this video, you are probably asking yourself, do I need to hire a criminal defense firm? And should it be Future First Criminal Law? The answer to those questions is yes. My name is Zachary Divelbiss. I am a licensed criminal attorney here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. I want to let you know that I've been in your shoes. I've been arrested multiple times. I've served some time in jail. It's not fun. You're probably scared, you're probably confused, you're probably a good person just like me. Back in the day, I made 5-minute mistakes. I thought that if I paid the consequences, they would all be over. I found out the hard way that if you try and represent yourself at trial, that if you think that you're going to be okay by following the rules after that, that you can still get in more trouble. I found out the hard way that even after graduating law school, top of my class, I still had to jump through so many hurdles 6 years later to prove that I was fit to become a lawyer. I don't want you to go through any of the struggles or mistakes that I went through. So it's very important when I tell you that having a DUI in my past will affect your future. Representing yourself at trial like I did for a false identification charge when it was my own ID was not the best decision I could have made. The best decision to make at this point is to hire a law firm. At minimum, have a consultation. The justice system has been designed and built for years with one purpose. That purpose is to convict you if you are facing criminal charges. Judges, lawyers, prosecutors, police officers, everyone works to that goal, to push you through the system. Not to know who you are, not to know about your life, not to know about your future goals, aspirations, not to say that it's a 5-minute mistake and you're actually a good person, you don't deserve to have this follow you your entire life. Their goal is to push you through the system as fast as possible. A law firm and your lawyer has at minimum 7 goals and responsibilities. Not necessarily in this order, but the first one is to investigate the charges against you. Your criminal defense attorney will visit the scene of the crime if needed, interview witnesses, review official reports and other documents, will examine even the physical evidence if they have it. While the goal of the police investigation is to obtain evidence that can be used against you in the prosecution, your defense attorney's goal is to see the other side, is to investigate with the eye towards finding holes in the evidence, gaps in the proof and inconsistencies, and other discrepancies that may give rise to lower the reasonable doubt. The more reasonable doubt you have, it's a high standard to get beyond a reasonable doubt, but it is very possible for prosecutors to do this if you do not have your own lawyer. The second reason that I have here is to scrutinize the officer's conduct as to why you should hire a private law firm. Did the police officers conduct, with the connection to your investigation and your arrest, did they gather any evidence against you? And did that happen against your constitutional rights? If so, your attorney can file a motion to have the judge suppress or throw out that evidence against you before your case goes to trial. This is something really only a licensed, an educated, and an experienced attorney can do for you. The third benefit of having a law firm represent you is we are there to stand between you and the government, the state of Arizona, the prosecutors, the judge, this whole system. These laws and procedures that govern criminal cases are complicated. So unless you've studied the law, you've gone to law school, you've trained in the legal arts, and you actually go to court every day, if you don't do all of those things, it's impossible for you to know all of your rights and when they're being violated or not. your law firm, we can help you know if that is happening in your case if you hire us. The fourth reason to hire a criminal defense firm is to develop a theory of your defense. This is critical, especially if you believe you're innocent, especially if you believe something wrong happened in your case, especially if you want to get the best outcome possible. Then you need to have a law firm build you the best defense possible. We're going to look at things like whether you acted in self-defense. We're going to see if you had an alibi. We're going to see if there was an unreliable witness. We're going to see if the prosecution has a weak case against you, and try and lower their case and the standard of beyond a reasonable doubt, so we can dismiss or reduce your charges. The fifth thing that we're going to do is we are going to represent you at trial if you do not get the best plea deal possible. Most cases are resolved under a plea agreement. Plea agreements can be very beneficial because we get something then in writing that tells you exactly what you have to do in order to finish your case. And your defense attorney and the prosecutor can negotiate you the best plea deal possible. But if you have to go to trial, we will be there to represent you for that. We have experience going to trial. We don't get nervous when we're standing in front of judges and other lawyers and police officers. At trial, we are your voice to present your case. We help you pick the best jury possible. We object to improper evidence and testimony. And we cross-examine all the witnesses that get presented against you. And then we present your defense to the jury, and we will ask them to rule in your favor. The sixth reason that we have goes back to the plea agreement, helping you understand the big decisions you need to make. The big decision is understanding what is a plea agreement and how is your plea agreement specific to you. Then we get to help you understand whether you should accept that plea agreement or whether you should go to trial. We help you make the big decision of whether you decide to go to trial if at that point you should also testify in your own defense. Our experience will give you the best benefit to make the best decisions possible. And finally, what we believe is one of the most important reasons of why to hire our law firm is to effectively communicate with you. You are the one going through this case. This is your life, your future that's at stake. Having been in your shoes, I know what it's like not to be communicated with about my case. Having been in your shoes, I know that it's tough to call and ask questions. So it's important that here at our law firm, we put you in a group text message with our entire legal team, all the way from our attorney to our paralegal to our legal assistants to our client service managers, to make sure if you have a question, you don't have to come to our offices, you don't have to give us a phone call, you can simply send a text message. That way any one of us can answer it for you. Additionally, and more importantly, when we get updates on your case, when we review your police reports, your body camera footage, your 911 phone calls, we make custom videos for you where we can show you our screen, highlight certain spots in the police report, watch certain clips of the body cam, record that, and give you our advice and send it directly to you so you can make the most educated decision with the most amount of time possible. You can rewind these videos, save them, show your family if you wish. This is something that no other firm does that we offer you. If these 7 reasons are not convincing enough, I want you to once again think about your future. Think about what your life will be like if you were not facing these criminal charges. Think about what your life would be like if these charges were gone and you can go home. So you can drive again without the fear of being pulled over. This is very important because I've been in your shoes. My firm was set up to help people like you, who were like me, made maybe a poor choice, or maybe made a mistake that you didn't even know was against the law, and you want to be done and over with it so you can move on with the rest of your life. If this is for you, I look forward to having you as one of our clients and giving you the best results possible. Please contact us today if you haven't already.